wait for some people to get here. Damn, it's been pretty warm out today. Although I've been inside for most of it. It's hot. My hair seems like it grew another 4 inches yesterday. What the hell? I gotta keep losing weight. I am. I'm very successfully losing weight. I'm glad about that. I'm like, holy crap, man, I'm getting results. I don't know why I'm managing to not eat much. Hopefully this stream doesn't cut out like 20 times, but it's weird when I'm like losing weight, but I'm still, you know, fat. Or I know that's kind of overused if it's like, you know, if you're not like at a certain whatever, but like I have a bunch of fat on me, and it's like weird to like lose weight and still have fat, but it's like smaller but still too much fat on me. I'm like, what the hell? It's just confusing. It's like I lost weight, but it's still anyways. But it's good. I'm losing weight, cutting down my calories majorly, trying to get in a little more protein. Really, biggest change is just this: 40-gram bottles of muscle milk that are like $3 or $4, maybe, I forget. But I get them after my workouts, and I slept a little more, so I'm trying to sleep more, recover better from my workouts. So wait for some more people to join in. We got 2 people here. Hey, big announcement. Make me laugh, make me smile. An unofficial office hours tale is out. It's in the description. It's a free PDF ebook. It's like 23 short pages, barely 23 pages. A lot of them aren't even a full page. Go read it, have fun. Again, whoever this O person is, they really outdid themselves. I think it's just a great story. Really exciting. Lots of office hours goofs and gags in there, layered into this really tense thriller that's at times funny and disturbing. So check it out. Oh boy, this is unusual. Only one person in here. All right, we'll just talk, you and me. I am dreading rewriting my screenplay, but having to go through it because I'm still learning my dramatic muscles. Today I read the screenplay for Hell or High Water because it's written by Tyler Sheridan, I forget. And he wrote Sicario and Sicario Day of the Soldado, which, by the way, literally means Hitman Day of the Soldier. But Hell or High Water, I cannot believe how good that screenplay is. I was tense just reading it, and I'm like, holy crap, this is so skilled what he's doing with it. There's like fuck. Alright, lost somebody. There's like 5 things happening at every single moment as far as what the writing is doing. It's moving the whole bank robbery story forward. It's moving forward the relationship of these 2 brothers who are committing these bank robberies. At the same time, it's moving forward, you know, the story of like, what are they robbing the money for? It's to pay off some loan somehow. That's also moving forward the story of their relationship with their own family that's very troubled, and the younger brother, Toby, with his kids and ex-wife. At the same time, it's also moving forward this grander story, the setting of how, you know, this bank is kind of screwing over people, and there's desperate people who don't even care if this bank gets robbed. The series of bank branches. It is so tense. It's so incredible. It absolutely deserved that Oscar nomination for Best Screenplay. This is a script I read where I'm like, I could not figure out how to ever write this, no matter how long I write. You know, I'm going to try to write great screenplays sooner or later, but no matter how good they are, like, I'll never be able to write that. That is so good, such a knowledge absorbed in this writer, Tyler Sheridan or Taylor Sheridan, I can't remember. He wrote Sicario and Sicario Day of the Soldado. Again, Sicario Day of the Soldado means Hitman Day of the Soldier. Weird title. But I couldn't find the script for that one. The first Sicario I read, and it was great. This guy, man, he just knows how to absorb this these certain parts of the, I don't know, the world that are very different, from other places. Like in Texas, the story for Hell or High Water is the other Sicario, the uh, uh, drug cartels and the border war, like drug wars and like the whole brutal, like ruthless violence and everything. Hey, happy life. Well, yeah. I hope DC's a good time for you. It's certainly a decent place if you're a tourist, I should say. It's kind of good if you don't have a car. Well, it depends. I don't know if you're taking a car or not. But the good thing is, there's the metro going around. Although it sucks taking the metro, and be careful, with the Trump virus. But also, uh, there's it's a small place, but it's very compact, like compressed, and there's like taxis and Ubers and stuff everywhere. I try and take taxis when possible. I don't know. I just feel more comfortable in them. I just feel weird stepping in someone else's car. I know they're used to it and stuff. Good for them if they're making money. I know these companies are screwing them off. Yeah, there's no one solution for a diet and exercise, man. That's tough. I know, believe me, I've struggled so much in my life and I'm still going through it. I'm still dissociating too. It sucks, but getting better, time by time, day after day, whatever, little at a time. And this ebook is out that I proudly published. Make Me Laugh, Make Me Smile, an unofficial office hours tale. Go check it out, everyone. The PDF is in the description. It's a free PDF ebook, 23 pages or so, barely that. Some of the pages are literally like a few paragraphs, or not even a few paragraphs, like one or two lines, something like that. But check it out. It's all about office hours, the Tim Heidecker podcast, and it's the reviews are amazing. I've given it reviews, and my reviews are very positive. Click like, everyone, helps the video out. And okay, so not only I published that ebook, losing weight, that's good, and trying to sleep earlier, that's a big thing, and just cutting way down on my calories, way down. I'm applying for a big job now, so this is I hope I get it. I have sort of two options here, really three, but the third one's not so much of an option for me. Basically, I went to this online sort of a presentation about this like job placement company that works with the city of LA, I guess, and they offer a few different things. So I just saw it was a Zoom presentation online today, and I sent in my application afterwards. This place, you enroll with them, and they'll get your application going they have three different things now. One that I applied to is disinfecting buildings, like, damn it, that's really annoying. Okay, phone keeps cutting out. Just whenever it pauses like that, just give me 15 seconds and I can restart it. The one job I applied to is disinfecting buildings like schools, libraries, a lot of stuff. It sounded like, from what the guy was saying, that's closed down now. And it's a 6-month gig. He said about $17 an hour. I'm like, holy shit, this is awesome. The way he described the cleaning, it sounds so easy. I'm like, shit, I gotta get this. I don't care if I'm driving around LA, whatever, I'll do it. Because I'm not working with customers. Plus, it's just 6 months. So I sent in my application. I got to go to another orientation. I don't mind the orientation, just my problem is it takes place in another week. It's like, I need a job now, but okay. I'll wait for another week. Click like, everyone. Help the channel out. So I signed up for the orientation next week. That's to get me enrolled with this like sort of job placement company. Try and get this cleaning job. This would be really good. 6 months. I'm like, fuck, man. When there's an end in sight, that's great. It's really bad when you get a job and they, want you to work there for a long time. But now here's the other two options. One's not really an option. It's they'll pay for your training to become a security guard, or you need in California a license like called a guard card. And from there you can be a security guard in all kinds of settings. I'm like, I've had enough of security. I worked security for 5.5 years. I can do it, I guess. It's just not me. Like, no matter what, there are people who are better suited to it, who know how to be firm when they need to, and lenient when they need to. My problem is I tend to be a little too lenient. Um, it's hard to know when, I mean, because you also have to be ready to put your body on the line. And, I've had to do that too, and I've gotten beat up and fights and everything. And, it's never good. And plus, it sucked for me being alone at the bar some nights when I'm like, damn it, man, if I have a problem here, I'm all on my own. I can't stand it when I have no backup. But anyways, that's one thing. They'll pay for your training. So, but I'm not really interested in that. The other one, I'm kind of interested in. I don't really feel that strongly about it though. Is entry level construction, building, like basically guest houses. So how crazy is that? I hate landlords, and they described it as you'll be training. We'll pay you to train. 1 week it's like online, I think, and then 1 week in person, and they pay you for the week in person. And then you get an interview, and they said basically you're guaranteed an interview. It's pretty much guaranteed the job, and then you'll start building these units that you build in one spot, and then they get shipped out to people's backyards basically, so they can rent out and make more money. And I'm like, oh, these motherfuckers, like, this is for rich people who want to, who's making money on that? Doesn't sound like I'd be making money if I rented one of those. Now, on the one hand, it does sound kind of nice to rent in that I'd have my own little place. No entering another person's like common area or whatever. I'd have my own little, it's basically like mini homes, it kind of sounds like, but it's like a guest house. You build it, it's prefabricated, and they ship it off to someone's backyard, and they'll rent it out. So it's like, I can live with that. I'll take the money, but I don't want to really. I know it's just. I'm just not that into it. I guess that's the main thing. I've done a decent amount of building stuff. I'm not very knowledgeable about it at all. But when I say decent amount of time, I built theater sets. I built film sets. Not me by myself. I didn't design them. I just worked on the crews that were building them. So it was mostly stuff like using a circular saw, power drill, using like clamps to put together flats, the big fake walls and stuff on film sets, and same in theaters, and that was basically it. Real simple tools, nothing that complicated. So it's like, yeah, it's fine work. It's like, I don't know, maybe I would. I don't know. I'm just not that interested in it, and I would love to know that stuff, definitely. Just, I don't know. I feel like I'm so greedy about my time. I want to be able to, I know it's going to be a problem either way for me, my time, but yeah, it really upsets me, the idea of not being able to write. But I know it's a lot of work, and it's not really that I'm that into it. But yeah, it might be interesting. I don't know. So I'm vaguely considering that, but not really, not so much. So the main thing is the cleaning thing. I really hope I get that. Man, I become a nervous wreck when I worry. Is there any reason I wouldn't be hired? Because the thing is, they want you to. This is a job that's specifically. It's only for people who can show they've been affected in their employment, or even if they live with a spouse and their spouse's employment has been affected by the Trump virus shutdown. So, yeah, it's been affected. I've pretty much stopped working on all film sets since the Trump virus shut down this country. But I don't know. I never know if anything official is going to trip me up or whatever, so that's what I really worry about. 14 people here. Click like, everyone. Hello, Phantoms. Security is the worst. Well, Happy Life would know. Happy Life is a corrections officer. Hello, Olga. And, or did they call it corrections officer in jail? Or is it just guard? But, yeah, I know. Yeah, and, well, funny thing, too, about being a bouncer, I would literally, because I mean, there would literally be guys sometimes coming straight out of jail still with their, this happened once, I think, but other times people would come out of jail and come straight to the bar, and as long as they had their ID, I didn't care. Even one of my coworkers was in jail for a while, and I was like, dude, you're back, He wasn't working there after that, but it's not like he wasn't well, because so many people who came there anyways had been in jail and prison. Prison probably less so, but jail definitely. One of my coworkers, he said he was arrested like 50 times for fighting when he was younger. Um, yeah, dealt with plenty of people who'd been in jail, and the guy who pulled out a gun on a lady at my job, he was in prison for a while, and he ended up going to jail after that for, I don't know, it was a 12-month sentence for brandishing a firearm, but they couldn't find the gun, so they couldn't charge him with the actual possession, I guess, which would have been a major thing because of the previous felonies. But he ended up getting 12 months in jail. Who knows how much he served? Maybe 6 months. More crazy bar stories. Hello, everybody. Hey, Danny. Um, I don't know. I don't know how many more crazy bar stories I have. Really, I think I told them. Did I do a live stream? I don't even remember. But yeah, a guy pulled out a gun once. I've been in a couple fights, fought an old man, and I broke my pinky. And even the doctor at the ER, he's like, I don't even know how you broke that because I chipped at the very end of it. Um, there was I was given a splint. There was really no point in any of that, but there's no like. Anyways, my pinky was fucking sore as shit though. Um, Man, it hurt. I ended up working the rest of that night with a styrofoam cup with my finger dipped in ice water because it was hurting so bad that night. And then I went to the emergency room the next day. Pinky story? Okay, it's not much of a story. Old man who I had seen at the bar a few times. I'm not sure if he was in some kind of home or something, but he was nutty. But hey, we got lots of nutty people there. We treat them all the same. Doesn't matter. But he came by one night, and I think he was there for a while before I came into work, because I would come in the evening, 8 o'clock. And one of the bartenders, he left or something. Bartenders say, hey, that old guy, if he comes back tonight, don't let him in, because he's pretty drunk, and he was talking crazy to someone next to him, like about hearing voices or something. I don't remember exactly what she said. But sure enough, he came back later in the night. And I'm like, hey, bartender said you can't come back. You've had enough to drink. That's all what I always say. I wouldn't say you're too drunk or whatever. Just you had enough to drink. Because they could argue, oh, I'm not too drunk or whatever. Doesn't matter. Had enough to drink. And he's like, man, I'll burn this fucking place down and slit your throat. And he reached into his pocket like he was going for a knife. I'm like, oh, shit. Let's see what he's doing here. But again, I didn't try and punch him first or anything. Then I said, come on, go outside. Whatever, I don't remember the exact thing. I tried to just gently, walk him out. Whatever, he wouldn't. He was resisting, and I forget exactly who threw the first punch, but I think I might have had my fist up, and he threw a punch. But then we just started punching each other. This old man was fast, crazy old toothless guy, and we just and I hit him in the face a couple times. I don't think he hit me in the face, but here's the thing about fighting. It's horrible. Like, you don't know if a punch to some. This is also why I can't be a security guard. This happens all the time. You punch someone and they die because you caused brain trauma, or they hit the ground, they hit their head, and their brain bleeds out. So this is the danger. That's why I can't comfortably fight. And this guy was an old man. He wasn't a serious threat to me. Even if he had a knife, then I would have got on him really hard. But like, if it was a guy who really saw blood, I could tell he wanted to kill me, yes, then I would fight him hard. And I've done that before when a guy was, but even then I pulled my punches a little. This guy sucker punched me, and he was kind of fit, and I grabbed him, choked him, held his throat back to the bar. Then he hit me again, and I punched him a couple times, whatever. He got arrested and convicted, and I think he got probation for the fight. Sucked because I had to go into the courthouse early in the morning with two of my coworkers, and we were all exhausted, and they're like, oh, Angelo, don't get any more fights. But yeah, basically punched him, and somehow I chipped my bone at the end of my pinky. It's fine now, it's been years, but yeah, that happened. And the funny thing is too, sure enough, a few months later, and by the way, when anything happens at that bar, everybody knows about it on the street before it even everyone knows inside the bar, because it was kind of a place where people had been going there for years, for 10 years or more. They'd been there a long time. It's kind of a neighborhood place, even though lots of tourists came by. Everybody knows each other, so you get in a fight, everybody hears about it, like, dude, Angelo, you got in a fight. Anyways, and then I heard some people around me were trying to film it too, but yeah, I was trying to pull my punches because you don't know if you can kill someone. And that's the crappy thing about fighting, is like you got to be ready to do that, basically. And the funny part of it is, months later, the guy came back. My coworker was working the door. So even though I told him, yeah, here's what he looks like, you know, you forget. You can't keep track of every person through the years that is banned, especially if you don't know what they look like. So I told my coworker after that, and then a few months later, the guy came in like it was nothing. He was pretty nutty, you know, a little nutty. Came back to the back of the bar, and I went up to him. I said, hey, and maybe I told the bartender, I said, hey, he can't be in here. You know, all right, god damn this phone. But all right, Danny, thanks for watching. Olga, you're in Australia. The Trump virus situation is terrible here. So anyways, the funny part is, the guy came back months later. The guy who was working the door and I was working the back of the bar didn't know, you know, by his face that he was banned. So the guy came back there, and I went up to him. I said, hey, you can't be in here. You remember me? You remember you got in a fist fight with me? I wasn't trying to be mad at him or anything. I was just telling him because he didn't remember or something. I said, you remember getting in a fist fight with me? You can't be in here. Come on. He's like, oh, okay. Look at me with these crazy eyes. Like, oh, all right, I'll go. And as I'm walking him out the front door, I told the door guy, I said, hey, this is the guy I got in a fist fight. He's checking IDs. And I said, hey, this is the guy I got in he can't be in here. This is the guy I got in a fist fight with a few months ago. And one of the customers, some young guy, came. He's like, dude, you got in a fist fight? Cool. And that was that. You know, simple, end of story. But see, he came in. he even bothered. I don't understand why you would go back to a place you've been banned from, or you got in a fight with for no reason. He's threatened to slit my throat and burn the place down. I wasn't worried about him burning the place down. And as far as slitting my throat, maybe he was going to pull out a knife. He wouldn't have been able to do that, because then I would have seriously hit him hard. But anyways, that was that. So yeah, just kind of, it was a little scary at times when I felt alone and isolated, like on Sunday nights when it was real quiet, the street was quiet. That was a little bit more worrisome for a while. After a while, I got used to it, but for a while it was a little uncomfortable. But there were, you know, customers who would come to my help, and I remember this little girl. She was really nice to me. I mean, she's a woman, but she defended me from this asshole white guy skinny white guy who wanted to fight with me all the time. I won't even get into the story with him. For months, he was a problem, and he and his girlfriend got in a fight with me, and then he would try and come back every few months, or a few years, really. He actually came back like 3 years after he was banned, and he tried to fight me on the street. It was so crazy. But he tried to fight me this one night, and this short girl like walked up to him to protect me and tried pushing him out the door, and other customers were backing her up, and I was trying to tell her, let me deal with him, don't, you know, because I don't want him to hurt her. But she was pushing him out the door, but he wouldn't go out the door because he kept trying to come after me. So he's going out the door, so I decided, okay, I'll lure him out. I'll run out the exit door on the side, and he'll try and jump out, and then I'll close the exit door, which you can't open from the outside. And I push out the exit door. There was a guy smoking right there, so I hit him, and I said, oh, I'm sorry. And the guy came out, and then I went back in, and we were able to keep him out. And it was funny, when he came back like 3 years later, I didn't recognize him at the door. He came in, and no, I did recognize him, because not only, okay, yeah, I kicked him out, him and his girlfriend. His girlfriend scratched me on the nose one time. We got in a fight when I tried to kick him out. I didn't hit her or anything. I wasn't trying to hit her hard, or she caught me by surprise, but so yeah, I kicked him out and his girlfriend, and he got pissed. He was an alcoholic. He was just an angry person when he got drunk, and he like knocked over ketchup bottles and stuff, and he went outside. But he tried coming back, whatever, months later, I don't remember, you know, this is over a span of 5.5 years, but he came back, and I was working with the other bouncer closing up one night. I said, hey, he can't be in here. Him and his girlfriend got in a fight with me. And he's like, come on, let's go. And the other bouncer is big, huge fucking guy. And Then the guy's like, oh, I've been waiting 3 years for, and I said, yeah, he was banned like 3 years ago, and he's like, I've been waiting 3 years for this. And he tried like, he didn't try and like really fight. He basically was trying to get me to hit him first. So he would come up to me like this, but you never know. Someone could, oh, fuck. As I was saying, you never know when someone could slip their hand and sucker punch you real quick. So that's why he was trying to come up to me. I would push him back, and my other coworker was dealing with him while I was calling the cops. He ran away before the cops could catch him. And I even saw him once, like a few weeks or months later, across the street, and I looked at him, and I was like, oh shit. And I'm I think I probably let the bartenders know, like, hey, watch out. If this guy comes in, call the police, because I'm not even dealing with him, you know. He can't be in here. That's final. And, we would tell the police, okay, have this guy barred out officially, so if he even comes back, we can call you guys and you can take him away. I don't know if they press charges or for trespassing or just literally take him and release him and tell him you can't be in here. But yeah, that was that. So I don't know. But mostly it was just boring, just watching people party, drink, eat. Not much crazy happening. Sometimes it was funny because there were like guys who would cheat on their wives on there one night and then the next week bring their wives in. My phone is just a cheap $188 LG Stylo 5, and it just stops the live stream all the time randomly. Some live streams it'll go fine for like an hour, 2 hours. Then other times like tonight it'll cut out a bunch of times. So that's partly why I'm trying to get a new job. Not that a phone is priority. If this one works, I'll use it, but I need money. So that's why I'm trying to get this one, cleaning and disinfecting buildings. I don't really want this construction thing, it's just not my interest so much. I don't know, and really I don't want the stress of working with a construction crew that's like, you, new guy, come on, pick it up, whatever, figure this out. Because, it's expensive work you're doing if you mess it up. So, you're watching on the Stylo 5, and it's a crappy phone. Jackson, what are you doing here, man? How you doing? Jackson, you can't type anything straight. Oh, boy. Jackson, yeah, I see you there. Hey, Jackson, my mom tried Never mind, I won't get into it, but I know Jackson. Yeah, good seeing you, Jackson. Yeah, the LG Stylo 5 sucks. Best thing about it, though, other than the big screen, well, I mean, everything's crappy about it. Small storage, slow, the camera's not good. It has a lot of battery power. This thing will last for hours. So old guy I applied for the job, and now I have to go through an orientation with the sort of like a job placement company that will help me complete my application. And then potentially they'll call me for an interview. So that's what I'm really hoping for. This would be great. Cleaning job disinfect is so fucking easy from what it sounds like. It's not even complex cleaning solutions and chemicals and stuff. They made it sound like you basically mix up vinegar and something. What it sounded like. It didn't sound right. I'm like, really? That's what you clean with? That cleans well, but anyways, so I really hope I get that because I'm like, fuck, man, I'll do that if I'm not with customers. If I'm just working, cleaning up. The biggest thing to worry about is if I have a coworker who's goofing off or being slow or something, which that can be a real pain in the ass too. But that would be great. My mom's doing all right. Yeah, she's getting a second job, by the way. So it's it's a little challenging for her out in Virginia too, but she's getting by. I heard a dog whimpering. By the way, the guy who painted his van multiple different colors, I forget how many colors, went from like gray to, what was it? Brown to teal to brown to sort of white grayish. Now I just saw him, he's painting it red. It's not down the street now, but this guy has painted his car with like 7 coats of house paint. His van and the tires, and he's gotten paint all over the windshield. Like 7 different coats or something in the last like 4 months. It is insane. I don't get it. Thank you, Olga. I appreciate it. Yeah, so I'm really hoping I get this job because I need the money so bad, and it seems like it would be such an easy gig. That's why I can't get over it. It would pay so well. I worked way harder at jobs in Virginia that paid nowhere close to what this would pay. They said around $17. I worked at a movie theater for like $9.25 an hour, and that was the most stressful job I've ever had in my life. I've never had anything so stressful. Dealing with abusive customers, tired, fatigued. So, excuse me, I have some business to do. Man, there's a car parked behind me that's been idling for like 30 minutes now, like this whole live stream. It gives me anxiety because the fan, I can hear the fan keep running on it, like the radiator fan or the cooling fan, and it gives me anxiety thinking I'm idling my own car. What a waste to idle your car like that. Yeah, but it's tough in the States, as you say of us Yanks, where we live. It's in the city I live in, Los Angeles. There's 20% unemployment. So this job is promising to me because it's not just posted for everybody. It was something I'm sort of on the inside track on, and I saw there were like 30 other people in the Zoom lobby where I was watching, and hopefully not everybody applies to it because I want to be in the running to get it. I'm just really nervous, like, is there something going to trip me up for the qualifications? You know, like as far as they said you have to have been affected by the Trump virus shutdown, the Trump pandemic, your employment wise to get it. And it's like, well, I've been working, like not jobs, but I've been doing freelance work as a film crew worker. So I hope, I can get it. That's what makes me a nervous wreck about it. Because otherwise, this is ideal for me. I'm like, oh, please, man, don't, let this pass by me. 10 people here and 15. Oh, shit. Yeah, so hoping to, like figure out what I need to do for that, and I really hope to get this job because it would be excellent for me. And it's a 6-month job. After 6 months, it's done. So that's a really great thing about it because I don't want to be on a job where they expect you to work there years and have it be a career. Screw that. The other option is, well, no, it's not going to be construction because they said they only do the construction thing once a year where they pay to train you and then you're basically guaranteed a position. So the thing is, the orientation for that is in like 2 days. So I'm not super interested in that. And yeah, if I tried to get the cleaning job and I find out I don't get it or I won't get it, then if the construction thing was around, it's like, okay, well, that's my second pick. But it's not going to be around after I try and apply for the cleaning job. So this is my big gamble right now. And also, remember the free ebook is out. Make Me Laugh, Make Me Smile, an unofficial office hours story. It's in the description, the PDF link. Go, you can click it, open it, read it, download it if you want. It's up to you. And read it. And people are saying great things about it. I've been giving it great reviews, so it's getting lots of good reviews. I wish the wind would blow stronger through here. Damn it, it's still hot even though the sun's going down. But otherwise, yeah, things are going okay. Just trying to write, get over my dissociative disorder, which I still am. Lose weight. I've still got quite a bit of weight to lose, even though I've probably lost at least 15 pounds now. But I know I have at least another 30 to go. 30 pounds? I don't know. Maybe 25. I'm not sure. But I'm starting to, notice the difference. It's just so gradual. You don't notice it. I didn't weigh myself today. Damn, I forgot to weigh myself this morning. Maybe I'll remember to tomorrow. That's unspoken truth. That's too hard a question because LA is 4 million people. So some places might be, some not. I've already encountered some kind of dangerous situations where people were like trying to sneak up on me and jump on me. I woke up to a police chase on foot where a guy could have been shot. I woke up. Somebody crashed into my car late at night, and also I know people were scoping out my car while I was sleeping in it. Like, people with drug addictions who were seeing if there's anything they could steal. And of course, if I was in there, they weren't going to. But at least that's what the neighbors told me who were there when my car was crashed into, because they were working security in the area. They're like, oh yeah, we see guys going up to your car and looking into it, but when they know you're in there, they won't try and break in. Mosquito. Fuck you, mosquito. I got you. What really sucked recently, I caught a kind of a big small spider. You know what I'm saying? Like a little spider in a napkin, and I thought I caught it, and I wanted to look at it. It jumped right out, and I don't know where it went. It just disappeared. Hey, Lauren. Yeah, it is creepy out here. I don't know what you're referring to as creepy, the mosquito or LA, but yeah, it can be really creepy, definitely. Yeah, if my mom was here, I would, she gets very disoriented, like walking around places. She'll walk down the middle of the sidewalk, and I keep telling her, don't block the sidewalk. Here, if you do that, someone could ride a bike right behind you, and they'll hit you. You won't notice, or a skateboard or a scooter. And not only that, my mom can be confrontational with people. I'd have to tell her, look, you don't mean mug people, you don't stare at them, you don't eyeball them. You hear something weird, you don't go, oh, what's that? If you see someone sleeping on the ground, you don't go, what are they doing? You don't call attention to it. Because there's a lot of people here who, like, been to prison and stuff, and, like, they react. They just react to disrespect, or they might be on drugs and flip out, Not saying that the majority of people are like that, but you don't know. So that's the thing. If she was around here, I'd be very careful to say, depends which area. Again, the area I stay in, Burbank, that's where I would do that. If we were in the more, rich areas, not as much. Just depend. But other rich areas, it's also a mix of, all types of people. And, that's the thing. Like, I wouldn't want her walking around here on her own unless I put her in a neighborhood that was like, it's a shame, but that's like, very expensive to live in, unfortunately. And there's the whole issue of gentrification and the over policing and prison system that's just horrible. I'm not, trying to stereotype anybody, because obviously I think like California's prison system is brutal. You'd think it's more progressive out here because it's left wing and stuff. No, man, it's, from what I've heard about it, it is way more brutal and militant than it is on the East Coast or other parts of the country. Way more the race divide, where you are strictly segregated by race. where you can literally be killed for fraternizing with someone of a different race, depending on the circumstances. So yeah. So, and I've just dealt with so many more people who seem untrustworthy here than when I was in Virginia. So, it depends. But also, at the same time, here's the thing. You can be in an area like where I am in Burbank, where, yeah, it's like you have to watch out. Just watch, just be alert. That's all. And yet, the vast majority of people are nice. And so it's not any one way you can, find, look at it. It's, there's a mix of good and bad everywhere, or places where you have to watch out more than others. But even where I am now, there's families out, there's kids out, there's old people out, there's young people out too. But I mean, like whatever, there's all kinds of people out who, don't want to cause any trouble. They're just out to enjoy themselves or going to work or whatever. So that's what I'm saying is it depends, There's no one answer to that. Good, the sun's down. I can get this thing out of the way. Toyota 4Runner. That's a good car. Oh shit! I hope this is not the truck I think it is. Nothing bad's gonna happen to me. So far, it isn't. There's a blue truck around here that fucking blasts oldies and Motown and stuff, and it's so annoying. They do it, I've seen them around the neighborhood, but this person's not doing it. It may be a different person, or they may just be taking a break. I don't know, let's see. If they do, I'm just gonna drive away. Oh, hey, Starla, thanks for joining. Check out the free ebook, everybody. It's getting great reviews from me. I'm giving it great reviews. It's in the description. Make me laugh, make me smile, an unofficial office hours tale. And yeah, I applied for this cleaning job, which would be great. I'm just so nervous if there's some qualification, because the job is basically, it's for people who've been affected by the Trump virus. And if your income's been affected by it, and I don't know if they'll accept that from me because I've been working freelance on film sets or not. So that's why I'm a nervous wreck about it in some ways. But that's okay. Just wait and see. And it's like, if I can't get it, shit. I'll keep looking, and I'll keep live streaming and making videos and publishing award-winning ebooks. Sounds like your mom. Click like, everyone. By the way, a ton of you have. I don't know. I guess I don't need to say it. We got 20 likes in here and 16 people. So that's really great. Let's see this. No, this is not the person who blasts Motown out of their car and oldies and stuff. Like 60s kind of. What's his name? Richie Vale, and yeah, definitely a different guy. But that guy also has a shiny blue truck, like this guy. And oh, it wasn't a guy. Oh, it was a guy. I was like, was that a child or a man? But yeah, I got to make money. I really look forward to making money, and it would be nice to take the time to get some tools or whatever I need and fix the servo or whatever it is that may be wrong on the air conditioning. The gear that turns the air conditioning from the forward-facing vents to the defrost is stuck on the defrost vents, which is fine. I don't care about it for the most part, because I only ever use it in the morning just to get the last bit of condensation off the window after I wipe it down. But for instance, if I was driving further, and I had the GPS on, the cell phone would get really hot with the heat hitting, the sun beaming down on it. And so that's when I like to run the AC to keep the phone cold. And I haven't had to do that lately because I'm not really driving much of anywhere. The few streets I've driven, I know. I still barely know LA, by the way. California, I love California. I still, every time I say it, I cannot believe I'm here. But you know, LA is so massive, and it's not just LA, it's the whole areas around it are incredible. California's incredible. It just I was going around places, and then the Trump virus shut things down. And also I wasn't going around much because when I had my relapse of my dissociative disorder, it was just fuck hellish for me. Fucking mosquito. My hair should shield me from mosquitoes. Yeah, so just trying to stay motivated, work a lot. My razor that I was shaving with today, it is so worn down. It's like trying to shave with like a brittle twig or something. Oh my goodness, it is so miserable trying to shave with that. It's like just grinding my facial hair against a stone. This person behind me left their headlights on. I thought maybe they'll turn off after a while, and the thing is about truck headlights, they're damn bright. And they went inside somewhere, so I'm not going in there. That's unfortunate. Oh well. Damn nice truck. Huge fucking Ford, like maybe 250, 350, Ford F-250 or whatever. 350, it's a big one, but those headlights are blinding. Like if I look in my side mirror. Yeah, I'm trying to sleep more. That helps with my recuperation and my workouts because I just was not sleeping much, and I was still getting up early every morning. Fuck, this is blinding me every time I look at the... I gotta block this out again. Holy shit, I can't see the screen. I cannot... Oh, I can barely see it. I'm so fucking... Oh, man, I gotta close my eyes to let the image that's burned in go away. So I'm just gonna close my eyes while I talk. If you haven't, please read it's a novella. The ebook that's in the description that I published, I did not write it. Some person calls themselves O wrote it. Make Me Laugh, Make Me Smile, an unofficial office hours tale. It's all about office hours, the Tim Heidecker podcast with DJ Doug Pound and Vic Berger. And it's funny, it's chilling, it's unsettling, it's disturbing. Oh, I still gotta close my eyes. And it's free. And it's like 23 pages, but it's not even full pages, you know? It's a quick read. You'll get through it so fast. What do you have to lose? Just try it. That's what I say, is try it. What do you have to lose? I'm very trustworthy. You can believe me when I say that. Someone said, why don't I grow a beard? I can't stand growing a beard. I feel like a slob. When I put the mask on, I feel like a slob. I don't like it. I like being clean shaven. And also, once you get a beard, if it's too long, you can't shave it. Like, I'd have to buy a beard trimmer is what I'm saying, and I don't want to spend the money on that. So, but I really don't want to. I don't like that look. For me, it's not, no, I don't even care about the look. It's the feeling. I feel like a slob if I don't shave. For me, shaving is like kind of a mental thing, you know? You know, maybe someday I should have laser hair removal on my face. That would be nice. Okay, I can somewhat see now. Ooh. Goodness, that was weird. Grow a Rasputin beard, that's what you said. Okay, well maybe that's a good compromise then. If I'm gonna go, but that takes like a year to grow. Come on. You skimmed it earlier. Thank you, Lauren, for skimming the ebook. Yeah, this car, the driver left their lights on, but they went inside somewhere. So if they were outside in the park, I'd say, hey, sus lámparas están encendido. Lights are on. Yeah, the car will probably be okay. That Ford F series truck that's got a big battery. Oh man, I wish the wind would blow through the car. It's blowing like this way, so it's going over the car. Jelly Donut, you loved the book so much. That's amazing. Thank you for that endorsement. Not my book. Again, I didn't write it. Don't you ever fucking say I wrote that book. God damn it! It makes me mad when people say I wrote it. But thank you for that. And you can share it. You can download it. By the way, I think because I got a free account on that Keep and Share website to share it, and then immediately it said, oh, like you went over the 50 megabyte, allowance of the bandwidth for the free version of our website. So I signed up for, it's a $9 a month option, but I haven't put in my credit card information or anything. All I did was get the 15-day free trial. Thank goodness they don't ask for your credit card or debit card and ask you to, like say, okay, it's going to activate after 15 days. It's no. At the end of 15 days, hopefully everyone who's ever wanted to read it will read it. Or I'll get rich in 15 days and I can get the $9 a month. But yeah, you're free to download it, whatever. But anyway, so I got the 15-day free trial, and now that's how I'm able to share it without it going over the bandwidth. It's, I don't know what time it is here, 7:23 p.m. Jelly Donut, thank you so much. I agree. The cover is awesome. The cover is illustrated, well, you must know this because you read the book, by Justin McGuire, who's done artwork of my parents. I commissioned him to do that, paid him a little. And he does a lot of art in the Tim and Eric world, just as a fan. And he does his own art and commissions and stuff. And he has an online store where you can buy that book cover as a poster, by the way. So yes, he did an awesome job. He immediately understood what I wanted. All I told him to get the book cover is, I'm just thinking, because this is like a sort of a noir mystery story, like a thriller. I'm thinking like those old movie posters for like Humphrey Bogart movies or Robert Mitchum noirs and stuff. So do something like that, and that's exactly what he did, and I just think he did phenomenally. And I said include the Blue Angels in there. So got to read the book to know what that's about. Again, it's a novella, not even a full novel. It's very short. Again, what do you have to lose? Just try it, okay? Try it. I read it every day. And yeah, that's what I've been doing. I read it every day. Yeah, you have a poster just like that. It's a fantastic book cover. I gotta cover up this goddamn side mirror too. That light from the headlights from the truck, you know how it is. Those powerful LEDs that are high, they fucking look like high beams and they're getting right in my eyes. So I have to put this over, like stick it out my window a little bit. Oh, shit. Good enough. Yeah, so read the ebook. Excellent read. Talk about it online. Tag Tim Heidecker and say how good it is. Should we talk about the book? Let's get everyone's opinion. Can we talk about the book, or are you worried about spoilers? Type 1 if you say yes, talk about it. Type 2 if you say no, don't talk about it. You have 60 seconds. Go. Till 54 minutes, 49 seconds. We got one yes. We need more answers. Yes or no? Yes, talk about it. Everybody's saying 1. Okay. We're going to talk about it. So what's your question, Jelly Donut? What do you have to ask? Man, now I'm getting all indigestion from basically eating a quarter of this peanut butter today because I barely had food, and a little tuna, sardines, oatmeal, and a protein drink. Anxiety fetus, you got confused. You said number 3? What does that mean? That means you want to eat the book. All right, 10 seconds left to decide. Everyone's voting yes, so Jelly Donut, on with your question. My influences? I didn't write this. Who the fuck are you to ask me about my influences? I didn't even write it. Man, makes me angry. I gotta calm down, get my blood pressure low. Here's what I got from reading it. This is all I can say, because I've read it many times now. And I had to decide, oh, fuck. God damn this fucking phone. Here's my opinion on what O's influences may have been, and let's just talk about this and discuss it. Like let's have a book club next week. We can talk about it more in detail, but for me, what I got out of it was it moves so fast. This is clearly someone who, like me, is interested in screenplays and quick moving stories and studies screenplays, and there's a unity of the story, meaning everything from the very beginning of it to the end is all tied to this one central idea. Obviously, they're a big Three Stooges fan, just like Office Hours. They know the Office Hours lore inside and out. They got all the characters in there, the guest appearances on Office Hours. They even brought up stuff about how the internet goes out, and Tim's had internet problems at his house that he's talked about. And the story has somebody coming over to work on the internet when the live stream goes down. The Blue Angels are in there. You've got the drops in there. So there's a lot of, Tim's hometown. I'm going to try and cool off the phone by putting this to the back of it. Fucking annoying thing. Because maybe the phone's overheating. And the idea of, a man haunted by his past is a very, sort of noirish idea. So, oh, that phone is burning up. Yeah, so hopefully this cools it down, absorbs some of the heat. You love the Blue Angels part? I did too. And, the author, this O person, what they did was very interesting. You notice they set up everything throughout the story that was going to pay off later. The very first, 3 pages or so, they mentioned there's going to be a Blue Angels flyover. And then that's paid off in the story. One character, all the characters that are eliminated early on, I won't get into that. So there you go. That's some of the influences. And also I felt a little Beneath the Planet of the Apes. Anyone here Beneath the Planet of the Apes head? You'll recognize it when you read the story. Thank you, Jelly Donut. If O's watching, I hope they are proud, whoever this person is. He, she, they. Hope they're proud and they see this. And I have a feeling they are, because they seem like a creepy person. Like they're just creeping around and stalking me. Won't leave me alone. Oh, now the car's headlights are off. Fuck. I'll take this down, get some more light in here. That's what we need. That's all I can think of regarding all that. And yeah, that's it. Tim smoking. Yeah, everything was a built-in part of the story that was going to be paid off later. He doesn't just randomly smoke. What happens after he smokes? Something very specifically tied to the apex and the climax and the vortex of the story. So he did a good job. I got to give it to him, her, they. Got to give it to like EM. Got to give it to him. They did a good job. That's for sure. They even got, the type of cars that the characters have at one point. And there's so much lore. The drops, I'm like Dylan drop is in there. The Oath, the Office Hours Oath. So lots going on. A lot for 23 pages, The Subaru, right. There's a lot happening in 23 pages that is set up and paid off. So I got to think this person knows screenwriting and studies screenwriting, because that's where you really got to do that. A novel can be 800 pages, but a screenplay's got to be around 90 to 110 pages generally. So and it's a lot of white space on the page. studios, producers, directors do not like it when you have a bunch of text on the page in a screenplay, because that means you're bogging down the story with too many words. It should be moving more quickly. And O knows their stuff. They knew how to get through this story quickly. So click like, everyone. Helps the story out. Helps the video out. The story. I have barely eaten today, but I'm glad. I'm glad about that. And I really hope I get this job. Holy shit, I get nervous thinking about what if I can't get it. You know, but what am I going to do? And just trying to eat healthy and clean. I don't know how healthy tons of peanut butter is for you, but it's got protein, it's got monosaturated fat, right? Basically the kind that helps your cholesterol and some saturated fat. It doesn't say monosaturated fat. I don't know. Peanuts are good for you. Low sugar. Oh my fucking goodness, it froze again. Okay, this phone keeps freezing. That's true, you can live off peanut butter better than most stuff because it's got so many calories. Reminds you of April Fool's Day from the 80s? Maybe O has seen that movie, I don't know. God damn it. This camera's in a bad place for me to touch anything on this phone. Fuck, screen's flickering and shit. I'm trying to do something here on the menu. Whoa! I didn't mean to do that. How many times? The screen is... Oh my goodness. Okay, so yeah, click like. Hopefully the stream doesn't cut out too much. I might just stop it soon. It won't stop cutting out. But I'm convinced Jelly Donut loves it. Why aren't you reading it? Come on, what do you have to lose? What do you have to lose? Try it. The wind is blowing this way. I want it to go this way through the windows. Oh man, but yeah, just trying to cut a lot of weight, so successful so far. I still see my, a double chin and stuff, but it just takes time. I'm so impatient. I want it to go faster, but I know I'm making the progress I should. It's just very gradual, it's confusing, because it's like I still have extra fat on me, and yet I've lost weight, so it's like, how does that work? I get it tripped up in my mind, I'm like, wait, I still have fat even though I've lost weight? Like, shouldn't I not have fat now? So, but I'm getting there. I got the discipline for it now. Just the question is, is once you get to your goal weight, can you stick to it? That's much harder. So, I hope so. But I've obviously slipped up throughout the years, and it was easier when I had a home. But even so, I can do it. I'm obviously doing it now. I just can't wait to be down to like 160 pounds or so. I was 159 at one point, but I have more muscle now, so I'm guessing maybe 160 pounds would be good to be at and be very thin. We'll see. Maybe less than that. Maybe 155. I don't know. Okay, any other questions, or I'll get going soon. I do want to do some writing in my notebook. I dread writing. Every time it feels like impossible to write, and yet I do it. I'm scared that I'm going to write something bad, or I'm going to lose interest in it, or that I'm not going to have good ideas. But you got to keep at it like a job. That's the thing. You don't wait to feel like you're going to do well at it. You got to do it no matter what. And oh boy, in 3 days, my bank is going to start collecting minimum payments again. And I'm going to have to deal with them. And man, I hope they give me a break and, you know, they work with me, because I'm saying, look, I'm applying to jobs. I haven't heard anything from the other jobs I applied for, so I really hope I get this cleaning job. The good thing is I'm on like the inside track for it, but again, I'm such a, I don't know. I always get worried something's going to happen that's going to prevent me from getting it. Fuck, I'm worried that's going to happen. Anyways. Yeah, how scary that is. I can take this down. Man, I'd like some real food. I'm thinking maybe should I get a $1.50 taco from a street cart? You know, a street vendor tonight? I think I should just and by the way, the tacos are not big. They're like this size, like a little round tortilla. Think I should do it? I don't know. I'm thinking no. Thinking I'm not at my goal weight. Why bother? I'll be fine, you know, not eating. I don't think I'm going to eat it. I don't care. Because I've learned not to look at food as recreation or for taste. It's just there to keep me alive, just for fuel. All right, Olga, thanks for watching. My car, it smells like, I don't know, different things at different times. I don't know. The windows are rolled down, so now nothing really. But when the sun's beating down and the windows are up, and I always leave the windows a little cracked because it'll just be fucking unbearable, but it smells like popcorn sometimes, so I don't know what that is. Like the sun heating up my sleeping bag. Or the seats, I'm not sure. If I eat fish or sardines or something, it can smell like that, like tuna cans. If I eat an orange and put orange peel in my trash bag on the passenger seat here, it'll smell like orange peels. No, I'm good, M. Gray. I've been already cutting way back for a month, and I haven't slipped up on my diet yet. Because I'm not even tempted by food that's, you know, tastes good now. I'm like, I don't even look at food like that, like something to all I can think is how much I'll regret it if I eat that, and I'm like, what do I care that I just ate well? I ate well plenty of times, and all it did was make me gain weight. Oh boy. So yeah, now I really need this job. Oh my god, I can't stop getting worried that I won't get it. But, you know, I'll keep doing other stuff. Whatever I got to do, I'll do it. I'll keep making videos on YouTube, publishing ebooks. Maybe when I get to my goal weight. Okay, I'm going to say this and I'll go because this phone's cutting out all the time. Once I get to my goal weight, whatever weight that is, it's really more body type. I want to be at it for 2 weeks, and then I want to review some crazy fast food meal. Not just like from McDonald's, but I mean like what would be a good meal to get from like Denny's or something. Or IHOP, you know, like whatever Grand Slam or something, and eat it in my car. Or like chicken with honey on it, or whatever the hell it is, waffle chicken or whatever. Something like that. But I want to be at my goal weight for at least 2 weeks first, you know, and then I'll review it on camera. So that would be fun. Anyways, everyone, I'm dissociating a little bit. I'm doing all right though. Yeah, I'm gonna hope I get this job, and whatever I got to do, you know, that I got the qualifications for it and everything. I know it's a simple enough job, but it's the stuff having to do with, you know, the program needing you to be affected by the Trump virus shutdown, and I hope they count me as that because I am affected by it. I have lost work because of it, and there's less job opportunities because of it, and shit. That's all I can work myself up into a misery about. That and just read the ebook, Make Me Laugh, Make Me Smile, an Unofficial Office Hours Tale. And yeah. All right, everyone. That's it. Bye.